Welcome to another day of racing. As usual, I'm here to help you to make some money. The first race, I'll go with 3. 2, last dance. 8, nothing but trouble. 9, drone strike. Now, nothing but trouble is the fastest in this lineup. I expect nothing but trouble to go right to the lead, and there's a possibility that this 7-year-old horse might get away from them. Drone strike is the horse to beat, and I expect last dance to be running on in deep stretch. If there should be a speed duel between nothing but trouble and Jones Strike, if Jones Strike can find himself early up in the pace, then there's a possibility that the field might come back and last dance with Shane Ellis might just catch them in deep stretch. But for me, I expect nothing but trouble to create a massive upset, get the better of Drone Strike, last dance. And for your superfecta, I want to slide in Millennium Star, Zion Princess, and Lion of a Captive for your superfecta I5. Second race is a 2-horse race. 4, Rico, and 6, Thousands Treasure. I won't waste much time. Based on what I've seen so far, Rico is the horse to beat. He has run some useful race. Came back work 5.5 in 107.3, pull up in a minute 1. I expect Rico to win easily at the expense of number 6, Thousand Treasure, who has been working very well also. 36 for 3 furlong and also 48.2, pull up in a minute 2. So that's a good work. Third race, I boil it down to 3 hours. 1, the General. 3, Military Light. Seaplane. Now, on paper, the General looks like a 5-star banker. But as I've indicated in the last time when the General ran, and I said if you could find a horse that can go in front, this General has no speed whatsoever. And based on his style of running, he's always waiting on the speed to come back. And if there's a horse that can find lead, the General will have no chance. When I look at the race, there is not much speed here. There is a horse by the name of Soul Warrior. This is a horse that can lead, have some amount of pace, right? So again, I am expecting Soul Warrior to go right in front. Can she last home? Yes, she can. 9 and 25 is basically a sprint race, right? So I saw where Never won already with 57 kilo, made all. If Never can find back that form, so either Never or the Soul Warrior should lead this race, and I expect one of them to hang on, but I'm leaning towards the Soul Warrior. 50 kilo, I think this horse will go right in front. Has won 7.5 already, beating Seaplane and Monster Vigorous. So Soul Warrior, I think, will create another upset. The general will be running on as usual. Military light and seaplane in that order. But my firm choice is Soul Warrior. Another upset. And this will make your pick 6, pick 9 very lucrative. And like I said, everybody will be leaning towards the general. In fact, I heard that the general has won already. But I know that once you can find someone who can go in front, relax, unmolested, the general won't have any chance. And I see the Soul Warrior will be doing that. For the fourth race, 2 hours. Don Peasy, Brahma Bull. The last time I tipped Brahma Bull to win that race, she walked out and still finished second behind easy money. Came back, worked 5.5 in 108, pull up in a minute 1. I think that's the horse to beat. However, Don Queasy is working very well. This horse works 35.3, 47.4, a minute 2. So I'm gonna go with Brahma Bull to beat Don Queasy. I am outstanding for third. The fifth race, this is a 3-horse race. This is a 3-horse race. Storm, number 4, number 5, Wilson, and number 7, Sensational Goal. Now, Storm has back class. And if Storm can reproduce that form he had earlier, this horse should win. So to Wilson. Wilson came off a win, 5.5, even though he was checked in that race, 4 furlong out, still managed to win by 3 lengths. So any of these 2 horses, once they are sound and fit, one of these horses should win this race. However, I like number 7, Sensational Goal. This horse, I'm sure, is pretty fit, pretty sound. Won a race with 57 kilo. Last time beating Expeditious and Big Jewel. Everybody expect Big Jewel to win that day. Big Jewel did not fire. This horse came back 54.5. Dick retains the ride. I'm going based on soundness and fitness. And I think Sensational Goal is going to upset again. So that's 3 upsetter so far. Sensational Goal to beat Wilson and Storm in that order. For your superfecta, Shibum and Inspired Miracle. Moving on. Race number 6. Now, this race is wide open. Most of these horses return. I had Princess Rhea that day at 30 something to 1. I found that horse. That horse worked 36 on that day, and I told everybody that this horse cannot lose. And so say, so done. Most of these horses came back. There's no Princess Rhea here. So I boiled it down to 6 of them. 1, Papa Gray, came out of the same race, finished 5th by 6 length. 2, Princess Aquila, ended up 6 by 6.5. 3, Captain Phillips. 4, Sky Rizzy. 9, Princess Ifia. 11, Grey Commander. I'm leaving out Always Right. I'm not gonna touch this horse. No. Like I said, Papa Gray, Princess Aquila, Sky Rizzy, and Princess Ifia, all 4 of them came out of the same race. And they are back. I'm not sure as to who gonna run in front of who. But the horse I like in this race is Captain Phillips. I tipped Captain Phillips the last time. That horse worked brilliantly. Walk out of the box, run on to finish second by 11.5 lengths, beaten by Propellant. This horse came back, work 37. This horse is fit, this horse is sound. And I think Captain Phillips is going to create another upset. Captain Phillips is going to beat Sky Rizzy. Look for Papa Gray to run a good race. This is my outer. To fill in your trifecta, exactly. Princess Aquila, Grey Commander, and Princess Ifia in that order. But my firm choice is Captain Phillips to close out your pick 6. 7th race, 4 of them. 1 California Crown, 2 Bootylicious, 4 Digital 1, 6 Atlantic Convoy. On paper, California Crown is just too light to lose this race. The last time this horse raced, to run third by 7.5 lengths, beaten by Barnaby, imported horse. Atomica was second in that race. This horse came up with 46.5 kilo. Jordan Barrett replaces Velasquez. I think California Crown will just sit close to Bootylicious. Bootylicious is carrying 57 kilo. I think that's going to take a toll on this horse. Atlantic Convoy works brilliant. 114 for 6 furlong. That's a good work. And I think Atlantic Convoy will run in front of Bootylicious. So it's California for me to beat Atlantic Convoy, Bootylicious, and Digital 1 in that order. 8th race, I boil it down to 4 hours. 5 Perfect Brew, Sonity and Chippy number 7. 9 Further and Beyond, 10 Neostar. Initially, I had Neostar as a banker. And I go back and I look and I see where Perfect Brew has trained very well. He's the class horse coming into this race. The jockey will step off 4 kilo, take the weight down to 53 kilo. I think Perfect Brew will just sit 3rd or 4th off the front end. And in the final drive to the wire, I think Perfect Brew will get up in time to beat Neostar. Further and Beyond, Sonity and Chippy is very fit. Don't leave Sonity and Chippy out of your permutations. High 5 superfectors. And the 9th and final, I had King's Crown as a 5-star banker. This horse works brilliantly. 47 flat for 4 furlong, pull up in a minute on the 26th of the 2nd. Came back on the 4th of the 3rd, 5 in a minute flat. This horse is the horse to beat. Blinkers now on. I think that's what the horse needed. Focus now. This horse is programmed by Stephen Todd. I think King's Crown is the horse to beat. The other stable companion, Train of Thoughts, that is a dangerous horse. Last time this horse race came out of the 5 straight with Midnight Flight. Speed. Take a toll on this horse. Tries to chase the front end horses and ended up 5th by 8.25 length. Now this horse will just sit 4th, 5th, somewhere there, and this horse should give King's Crown something to think about. But my firm choice is King's Crown to beat Train of Thoughts. Tiffany Blue will run well, so too undisclosed location. A breath of fresh air. And Shane Ellis with Smart Trick. Up in class, but will run well. This horse works 36. 2, 103, 2 will run well. That's it for me. I hope I help you to make some money. Best of luck and see you at the races.